Hello, and welcome to my Germany travel diary. First, let me explain you a little bit about our trip and why we went to Germany. So, we are participating in an Erasmus Plus project, which consisted of 5 parts, let's call them like that. And we were about to do the 4th. So, from the 6th to the 12th of November, a group of Spanish students, including me, another 7 from Italy, 7 from Finland, and 7 from the Czech Republic, as well as all of the German ones, were working on an Erasmus Plus project in Rottweil, Germany. This time, we were doing a play about teenage problems called Surviving Life, which it's pretty accurate, right? So, starting with the trip, we woke up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning. And yeah, you heard me right, a Sunday morning. To take a bus from our hometown Valladolid to Madrid. And from there take an airplane to Zurich. And just a short note here. Celia, why in the world would somebody want so many pictures of an airplane window? Anyways, from Zurich, we took a very decent amount of trains to Rottweil. Even though it was a pretty long day, we weren't obviously too tired, because when we arrived to Zurich, this happened.
I have chocolate and have semana.
So yeah, finally we got to Rottweil, pretty nervous and really looking forward for the next day. We start a week in Germany. My first impression so far? It's freezing outside, but I have high hopes on today. I think it's the first time I'm excited for a Monday though. We presented ourselves and let me tell you, the auditorium is super impressive. It's like so fancy. The Germans were first presenting themselves and they sang a song, I think it was ABBA, and did a really cool expectations versus reality and German people, which was kinda cool. Then the rest of the countries introduced themselves, and I really liked the Italy's one, but without a doubt, ours was the best out of all of them. Elena danced, and she killed it. And then we took a selfie on stage, which ended up turning super nice. Then we divided ourselves into workshops. I was in workshop 4, which was in charge of doing the social networks scene. We were 4 Germans, who were Annika, Mika, Lionel and Maria, an Italian, Eleonora, a Czech, Lily, a Finnish, Petra, and me, the Spanish one. Then we went eating, because there's always time to eat, obviously. And then we learned some German, but like super basic German, such as hi, no, or yes, I'm fine, or thanks. And we made a tour around the school, which consisted on running and searching for random things such as toilet paper. After that, we learned some activities for doing before the rehearsing, such as the ones Sharpay did in High School Musical, but less weird. Afterwards, we gathered in our workshops to rehearse a little bit and decided our characters, which in my case was Pupil 2. Pretty impressive, right? And then we went home for a nice rest. Day 2 is starting, and I still think it's super cold over here. So, as we are doing a play, we started off the day with a rehearsal. Yay! I mean, I didn't have to learn much because I just said a line, so we read it once and then we decided to play. Then we did a tour around Rottweil. It was still pretty cold, but I enjoyed it a lot. It is a really traditional village, and there were a lot of dogs, so I can't complain. Then we had lunch and headed to a group rehearsal, where they tried to figure out the lighting and all the technical stuff. And then we went climbing, which I've never tried before, but it was super cool, and I had a great time. Moving on to Wednesday, which equals day 3. Today was actually really interesting. In the morning, Group 5 had a little rehearsal, and then we took the train to Tübingen's LTT, which is basically a theater. There we did some activities such as different dynamics to concentrate better while acting, as well as attending a speech, kind of 3 of the actors and teachers who explained us what it's like to be an actor. Then we went exploring the city and we actually got lost, but thanks to Google Maps and a really nice woman, we were able to find our way back to the theater, where we saw a play about Nazis. The actors were really good, but the play itself was kind of weird and hard to understand since it was in German. Then we went back to Rottweil and directly to bed. And finally, the day of the play came. We started day 4 with a rehearsal, which consisted on going back and forth through the script over and over again. Then we started the first performance, and after a long time on the backstage, I got out there with Petra and nailed it. Not really, but we did quite good actually, so yeah. Then we decided to explore Rottweil again, since Sandra wasn't able to see it the first time, and had a little fun with our friend Rottweiler. Afterwards, we had a second period of rehearsals and another performance, which meant a lot of backstage boredom. And once again, Petra and I killed it on stage. Then, what was supposed to be the getting ready for the after-show party time turned out to be a photo shoot, which I actually enjoyed a lot. And then happened the most important part of the day, the party. We had such a great time there, and by the way, there's this thing called cola mix in Germany, which is Coke with orange juice, and it's actually a huge thing there, so there's that. But we really enjoyed the party. And sadly, we are now beginning day 5, which was just a day off, let's say. First, we went to Rittersport Chocolate Factory, which is the real. There are tons of different kinds of chocolate. It was paradise. We did a mini quiz about chocolate there, which no one completed, because there was this super cute chocolate dispenser machine that was actually a train that carried your chocolate. How cool is that? After spending a solid half an hour looking to the train, we did a chocolate workshop where we got to make our own chocolate. I decided to do mine rainbow because everything rainbow color tastes better. Then we went to this super cool Mercedes-Benz museum in Stuttgart, which blew my mind. It was super futuristic and had a lot of vintage cars, which were super cool. After exploring Stuttgart a little bit, this time we didn't got lost by the way, we went partying again! Yay! And we finally start Saturday. We were going back home, what made me kinda sad, but well, We first took a lot of trains again to Zurich, then we took a flight back to Madrid, and finally took a bus to Valladolid. This was a great experience. I hope to repeat again soon, and I'm really grateful for it. I really enjoyed being part of it because I got to learn a lot about other countries and cultures, which is something I'm really keen about. The main problem I had was the fitting in kind of problem. Besides of me being kind of shy, I think the main reason of this was the age gap. Everyone except my exchange student and 3 more people were like 2 years older than we were, and that made me feel like I had nothing in common with the rest and stopped me from bonding with the rest. I also think that we lost a lot of time in rehearsals because except the group that was rehearsing, no one did anything. As the ones who were really judging the performances were the teachers, I think we could have done something while the rest of the workshop were rehearsing, like doing more activities to get to know each other or something similar. Apart from these little issues, my overall view of the experience is great. The family was super kind and the activities were really well planned and chosen. Thank you to all those who helped making this a unique and marvelous experience.